Hello, everyone, and welcome to another great episode of the Gridiron Glory with Will and Tad. Today, we're going to talk about the Baltimore Ravens season preview. Um, Last year, they had one of the most efficient rushing offenses in the league, as they generally do, led by Lamar Jackson, the best mobile quarterback in the league, in my opinion, and arguably the top quarterback in the league overall, second in the MVP last year after winning it the prior year. Derrick Henry, one of the top running backs in the league. I'd probably rank him number two there. So a very good offense there, a very dynamic backfield. Henry, of course, elite power back, gets the touchdowns. Justice Hill, very solid out of the backfield. And personally, myself, this is kind of just my take, but I think Keaton Mitchell, their third string running back, I think he has a big potential to break out. He does a lot of big plays, and I could see him being a surprise player this year, and he could even push for the RB2 role.
Yeah, Keaton Mitchell out of East Carolina going into his third season should be interesting to see what he does. Apparently, he did not participate in a training camp practice for some reason, but yeah.
Yeah, anyway, so going to the wide receiver room, Zay Flowers, we are fairly high on him. He does very good in his role. I mean, the touches aren't what you'd see from most elite wide receivers, considering the fact that the Ravens are a run heavy team, tight end heavy team, but we do see Zay Flowers as a top 15 level receiver, certainly top 20. So he's very solid. Outside of him, they did add DeAndre Hopkins. That could be a big move to add a veteran presence to the room. Can he stay at the level that he was at in the past? So I think that's a big question. What's your take on the receiver room?
Yeah, the receiver room, and really quick, I do agree with your take on Derrick Henry. Yes, Derrick Henry's an absolute beast. But yeah, the receiver room. Um, I mean, I really like the addition of DeAndre Hopkins. Coming into this receiving room, I certainly feel like he can elevate it to a really good level, depending on where they line him up. I really do like Zay Flowers in the slot position. Um, Mark Andrews, quick shout out to Mark Andrews. I know that he had that moment in the playoffs last year, but I know that he's going to bounce back from it this year. And Mark Andrews is going to have a big moment of some kind that he'll bounce back from. So there's that.
And I also do want to add, I think Isaiah Likely is the best backup tight end in the league. They get him involved quite enough. They run a lot of two tight end type plays, so that's very interesting. What's your take on the offensive line, Will?
Yeah, the offensive line, PFF does have them ranked at 17th going into this season. The biggest thing, you did re-sign left tackle Ronnie Stanley in free agency. He's definitely one of the more upper tier left tackles in the league, as PFF did give him an 80.9 pass blocking grade. Also, Tyler Linderbaum, among one of the best centers in the league. So that's going to be absolutely key, given what Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry are. And this offensive line is going to have to make holes and create gaps for Derrick Henry. That's key.
Yep, definitely do that. Keep Lamar safe as well. So that's some big roles there. Shifting gears now to the defense, a very strong defense. I want to highlight the secondary first. I think that's probably their strongest unit. Kyle Hamilton, one of the best safeties in the league. I'd rank him top three, top four for sure. Nate Wiggins, a very strong second year cornerback out of Clemson. And then you add Malaki Starks from Georgia, your first round draft pick. That's a big add there and adds a lot of potential and just continues to add an area of strength. Also, Jair Alexander elects to join the Ravens after leaving Green Bay, so hoping to add on to the defense there. And we know Marlon Humphrey, the seasoned veteran there, he's high level. I think this could be one of the best secondaries in the league.
Oh, I mean, without a doubt, the Ravens, and they're going to need exactly that. And what's going to be a very pass heavy AFC North with the likes of I mean, you got to figure Joe Flacco, Joe Burrow. I'd hate to say, but probably that other guy in Pittsburgh. He's probably going to be passing a lot too. But yeah, you got Kyle Hamilton, you got Humphrey, you got Alexander. Listen, I think Malaki Starks and Kyle Hamilton. The Malaki Starks hasn't played a down of football in the NFL yet, and I will go ahead and say here on the air that him and Kyle Hamilton are the best free safety, strong safety duo in the NFL right now.
Wow, that is a very bold take there. One that I would have to back. I think it's a very strong take. They have a very strong group of safeties, and I mean, just add in like Wiggins, Alexander, Humphrey. I mean, they are a very deep secondary, even looking at some of the reserves. But the linebacker room also a very interesting group. Roquan Smith, a veteran, Kyle Van Noy, a seasoned veteran. So these are some high level players they have there. Odafe Owe fairly solid as well. What can they get out of Simpson? That's kind of, I'd say that's one of the big shifts in this defense. Can they get a high level season out of a guy like Mr. Simpson there, Trenton Simpson, out of his third season?
Yeah, Trenton Simpson. Yeah, Trent Simpson definitely. I mean, last year, only 2 sacks, 46 tackles. He had 24 assists, nonetheless, though. So, I mean, you kind of maybe want to see the sack numbers go up, maybe the tackles go up just a little bit. So, an interesting player, the linebacker Trenton Simpson.
Yeah, looking at the defensive line, they do have some decent players there. Matabuke is fairly solid. Jones fairly solid. And can they get a third player to step up? They have, of course, Broderick Washington. He's been there. Can he step up and improve his level of play? Then you got some veterans behind him, guys like John Jenkins, Brent Urban, and then some younger players like Aeneas Peebles, CJ Ravenel. So can they get somebody to step up and kind of get that third position in the D line?
Yeah, they're all PFF has them ranked 10th for D line units. Mike Green, they're saying, is a dark horse candidate to lead the unit in 2025. Michael Pierce retiring could dull that interior impact, but Baltimore, they're saying, is still solid. So, I mean, like, yeah, Mike Green, definitely going to be a key player to watch to see if he can go out there. I mean, I know that he's not listed on the starting role, but they're saying that. Oh,
Uh,
sorry, he didn't even apparently he didn't even make the roster.
he's in the linebacker room, it looks like. He's the third string strong side linebacker.
Okay, so yeah, well, I mean, yeah, so we'll see if Mike Green gets involved this
Oh, he's
season.
their
So
second round draft pick. That's their second round draft pick out of Marshall. They list him as an edge in the draft, but right now he's in the linebacker room, it looks like.
yeah, so I mean, a lot of work to still be done with this Baltimore defense, but I mean, but
A very
the
good defense.
both sides. I mean, this is a very well-rounded team, a very well put together team. It's still hands down the best team in the AFC North.
Yeah, I think they'll have a chance to have a strong season once again. Looking at the special teams unit, they do kind of change of the guards there in the kicking game. Tyler Loop, they drafted him to be their starting kicker out of Arizona in the sixth round. So gone is Justin Tucker. We all know his situation. So Tyler Loop is now the guy. Jordan Stout continuing to be the punter. Looking at the punt return game, Tylen Wallace, he had a big punt return against Arizona a couple years ago, so we saw what he can do. They got some other guys there. Um, any takes on the specialists there?
Um, I mean, I don't want to get into the off the field stuff, but you do hate to see that there in Baltimore. But you just hopefully feel like that the next guy can step up and hopefully. I mean, yeah, it's very interesting, but a big role to fill there. So we'll
Yeah.
see if he can live up to it. And I mean, yeah, Justice Hill, Keaton Mitchell, all great guys. I mean, you know, the offense, the defense. I mean, all going to be great stuff. Zach Orr, he's going to have to come out here, lead this defense, keep doing what they need to do. John Harbaugh. I mean, the thing about John Harbaugh is like, listen, this is a Ravens team that is still very much trying to win the Super Bowl. And, John Harbaugh just has to remember in the playoffs that he's got this incredible running back named Derrick Henry.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
I mean, and I don't want to sit here and put the playoff loss on Mark Andrews completely, but you felt like everything went right except that moment. And I mean, this is a team that's right there, to win the Super Bowl and everything. So, and if they're to do just that, Tad, if they are to do just that, win the Super Bowl, um, can you please fill us in on what exactly the one player is that they're going to need?
So yeah, Nick Moore, their long snapper, a very interesting situation there. He was actually drafted out of high school, not to the NFL, but to Major League Baseball. The Boston Red Sox drafted him in 2011 out of high school, played some minor league ball, then did the switch to football, joining Georgia in 2017 as their long snapper. So that's 6 years after he was drafted out of high school. So very interesting there. Eventually ended up with the Ravens in 2020. Um, so that's when he joined them. He was second team All Pro in 2022, injured in 23, came back last year. So now he's looking to get back on track. This is a high level long snapper, so we know we can get some good play from him.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, Nick Moore. Yeah, so I'm going to go
looking,
ahead and predict this Ravens team wins anywhere from 11 to 15 wins.
yeah, 15's a big number. That's a big number for a division that has some tough teams. I think that'd be tough. They're a very good team. I'd say maybe 11 to 14 range, but this is a very good team, and the real question for them is, can they finally get the wins in the playoffs? We'll see how that looks. We know they're very good. I trust the Ravens to be a very solid team and a threat in the AFC. So thank you all for watching. Please continue to subscribe to the Gridiron Glory for quality content, long snapper reports, and analysis of the NFL. Thank you for watching.